Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Action figure magic in the house this morning. Jay driving the wheel, man in the mic. Today we are gonna look at a figure line we haven't looked at in some time. And this figure is Star Wars, the Clone Wars, Savage Opress number 19 in the Clone War subline, and brother to everybody's favorite Maul, Darth Maul, who also comes from Dathom and was an apprentice to Dooku, but he was more of a hitman that knew a few Jedi tricks, I'd like to say. Sith always tried to trick other dudes into becoming Sith and doing their bidding and all that, so Dooku seems no different. Now, this is supposed to be a deluxe figure. We're definitely going to go over and see what is deluxe about him. It can't be the articulation, because that seems to be the same on all Black Series figures. But we will try. We will go through it, see if anything's changed. His two big weapons are the pike and the lightsaber that does not appear to break into two. Let's take a look at the box art. You can't go wrong with that. Definitely, Opress definitely has an awesome look to him. Okay, Savage Opress. Monstrous warrior Savage Opress was Count Dooku's assassin and secret Sith apprentice, but he remained loyal to Mother Tablin and the mission to rescue his brother Darth Maul. And for that, he's a good loyal dude, and you just can't hate him that much, you know? So, definitely grabbed my attention. I had to buy him. Here he is. Let's take a look at the bottom of the box. There is the UPC. DCP and the darker numbers, and all the warnings you can shake a stick at. How about we get him out of his cardboard and plastic prison? Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, straight out the box. Holy cow. He definitely has a great aesthetic and look, just standing there all powerful. That is a great image. Great looking figure right off the rip. I can definitely go with that all day. All right, one thing that I want to check and have heard about was these awesome, what I can already tell are awesome butterflies. Heck yeah. For a Star Wars Black Series, I don't even remember the last time seeing anything like that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, bro. Color me impressed all the live long day. Wow. What a great looking figure. Wow. Okay. So far, so good. Definitely digging him. Nice details. No pins. Yeah, he's looking good. I'm so surprised. These soft goods are absolutely wonderful. What do we got under them? We have a no thigh cut system, which kind of is a little disappointing for me. Here's where we run into that Black Series, kind of the same on every figure articulation. Again, we have a single joint knee that goes slightly above 90. I'm not calling it double jointed because it's not. It's single jointed, and there's no doubt about it. Maybe Glavis Ringworld Mandalorian has some crazy effects going on. Wow, I do love these butterflies. I can tell you that all day. Yeah. All right, what's he got? Oh, look at that. This is him freestyling, standing. He sure goes back pretty darn far. Heck yeah, bro. Wow. See, my hands are here. He's there. No figure pegs, no nothing. Wow. So cool. Yeah, okay. Despite that flaw, can I get him to do it frontward? Yes, dude. Wow, he's got some good balance, man. I'll give him that all day. What? Wow. Okay. All right. We're working with something here. Some good stuff, definitely. All right, even though it's the same, let's look at the arm articulation. Again, I'm going to go with it's the same old arm articulation we see on most Black Series. You could get your T's and Y's out of them, but the problem always is, okay, here's his arm. Okay, we'll call that straight. Bring it up. Single jointed arms on a deluxe figure. Are you crazy? That is where kind of, single joint knees and single joint arms on a deluxe figure is not Oh, my favorite thing. Sorry, but you got to be honest. He looks awesome, and all that other stuff I said is great. So right now I'm borderline on him, and I'm sure he's gonna give some great stop motion. These are great, great. Does he have a bicep swivel? Of course he has a bicep swivel. And I guess, ooh, okay, a wrist swivel, huh? I can give some points for that because where others are missing, I don't recall ever, or lately seeing a wrist swivel on anything except maybe Maximum Spider-Man, but that is part of a different build. Interesting. All right, he looks wonderful. I love the shoulder pads. I love the soft goods. I love the all new mold. From what I can tell, there's no reuse here. If there is, I don't know where it is. He's got great movement back and forth. The head, whoa, oh my god, yeah, okay, yeah. He's down in a split. Yeah, dude, he's well balanced. He looks great. Just the knee and arm articulation kind of bother me, but I also know that with these kind of guys, these figures, you can give the illusion that they can do double jointed things, but yeah, for see, like, I guess the leg kicks back a little further to give at least the appearance of a double jointed knee. All right, guys. So yeah, first impression, I still need to see some more, which is why we're about to go into our articulation stop motion demonstration. Let's do it. Be right back.
Tis I, the great Savage Opress. These quarters will do. Fix that now, droid, and shut up while you're doing it. Wow, check this out. Articulation. I told you it'd be fine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, midpoint observation. Just coming off that pretty neat little stop motion articulation demonstration. I thought that was awesome. This was the last pose I had him in. Clearly, my boy can pose. This soft goods right here, that ain't stopping nothing. That was awesome. Made me, I definitely feel a lot more confident about this figure being totally freaking awesome. Even though it has the Black Series tropes, the articulation tropes. That's the word that I'm trying to find. I love this thing. That was awesome. But yeah, I mean, I wish double jointed arms and knees would have went so far with this guy. It would have just been amazing. Amazing. But that said, is he cool as it is right now, as of right now? Hell yes. No doubt about it. I don't know what it is. His center of gravity, the way he's built, even though he doesn't have those double pinned or double jointed arms, limbs, I just had a blast doing that stop motion. That was great. We're going to jump into an accessory stop motion in a moment. And the other accessory is this pretty cool lightsaber that has some deco on it. I really have nothing to compare it to. I like how the blades come out. And we got a nice hilt, and as far as I could tell, there is a clip on the old beltaroo. That's a lot to clip on, I would think. Well, okay, there's the clip. But yeah, he's, wow. I can't wait to get the lightsaber going. And it's pretty cool that it has two blades, because then you can use the giant hilt almost like a single hilt lightsaber, except it's going to be a giant old hilt and give you some baseball bat type of swings. So yeah, definitely a very, very cool figure. I actually do love, this thing is awesome. It works very well with him as a weapon. The pike, or whatever you would like to call it. I don't know. Can he get into some one-leggers? I would imagine he can. It's not a question of if, it's when. Oh yeah, dude. Sick. And he's even got his lightsaber hilt on. Now that is something else. That's crazy. I didn't even plan for that part. Let's see. What else can we get him to do? Hell yeah, bro. My boy got moves and balance and all kinds of cool stuff. Definitely a well-made figure, despite having no double-jointed anythings. It somehow works. I'm loving it. All right, on to his accessory stop-motion demonstration. Let's get it. Where is your master?
You mean I haven't seen?
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, a very fun video for me to make that was. Yoda speak. All right, now, did I enjoy this figure? Absolutely. Here on either side, this is his brother, of course, Mr. Maul, and this is Mr. Palpatine, whom he just fought. regular figures, okay, our reading's cool. Now, I want to bring a couple Deluxe Black Series out real quick. And, all right, we got Malgus, who, I mean, what makes these guys Deluxe right here? Besides them being taller than the average Joe and having more plastic. This guy came with one one accessory, which is a lightsaber, and he came with one, and that was a gun that barely fit. So, you know, like, none of them have double jointed anythings. I'm just having a hard time figuring out where Hasbro draws the line on what is Deluxe in the Black Series line and what's not. Here is Wrecker. Okay, now, I like this figure a lot. What was he, $30 or something like that? Yeah. Now, again, he does not have any special articulation. He came with a knife, a pistol, this helmet, a backpack, and maybe a rifle. Maybe, but I can't even be sure about that. So it's just interesting why we pay, you know, 35 to 40 for Deluxes, and then we get this, and we have to pay 25. It's a weird thing I have with Black Series. So I'm just getting that out of the way. I can figure out where Marvel Legends delineates between a regular figure and a Deluxe in most cases. In some cases, there's just no denying it. Like the green Adaptoid 12-inch figure for $35. Are you kidding? That's the best figure in the world. And it has crazy articulation. At least give these guys, you know, like double jointed limbs, for God's sake, for the maker's sake. That's all. Just bringing that up. I realize they do their own thing. G.I. Joe Classifieds do their own thing. And Marvel Legends do their own thing. But all those other ones have double joints. It baffles me. Anyway, all that said, for the Black Series, I like him a lot. His color scheme is great. His new mold is great. Butterflies are top notch. He's fun to stop motion with or play with. The soft goods are great. The look is great. Yeah, he gets a 10. Believe it or not, I'm going to give this guy a 10. I must be out of my mind loco. But yeah, he's awesome. And he was a pleasure to buy. Maybe a 10's crazy, but I mean, there's nothing really. He was fun. That really is what it all comes down to. And obviously, I know that is not how the Emperor took him out. I just used my imagination, you know. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm giving him a 10. Call me crazy. That's fine. Maybe I would have went a little lower, but I already said it. And I can't really see a reason to take it back. Chrysanthemum, I did not give him a 10. Probably gave him a high grade. Maybe him, but he's like a Black Series McFarlane figure with the long legs. But that's neither here nor there. We're here for Savage. Awesome figure. Pleasure to work with. Thank you for watching. Got a lot of cool figures in. See you on the next one very shortly. We out.